Let's talk about Stevie Chassard, the Monetization Director at Ubisoft. So, come to find out, this little miscreant had a little bit of a meltdown. And within that meltdown, he was trying to make it seem like all gamers are at fault because of how rough the industry is nowadays. Well, maybe, Stevie, if your company actually made good games, maybe this wouldn't happen. And hilariously enough, I get to read to you his entire meltdown thanks to Reddit. Let's go over it, shall we? I rarely post on social media, but today I am sad. Ashamed and sad. The gaming industry is rough at the moment, we all know it. But seeing how gamers, in quotations apparently, we're not gamers to him because we want to see this industry burn for the better. Anyway, react on social medias, wishing ill fate to companies and people alike is sad, and not only towards Ubisoft. Well, this entire thing, this entire thing with the gaming industry could have easily been avoided if you guys didn't try to shove identity politics into video games. None of this would be happening if all of you didn't smoke that good shit and get high off your own farts. None of this would be happening if all you did was cater to the people who were already there. You know, the people who were already there for Assassin's Creed 1, the people who were already there for Rayman, the people who were already there for the fucking Division, for Ghost Recon. Like the people who were already there for Rainbow Six. If all of that were just to happen, if they were just to cater to the people who were already there from the very beginning, the core audience, this would not be happening to the gaming industry. Even though it is always the vocal minority that express themselves on social media, I was hurt and ashamed to be part of this community. Then get the fuck out. Then get the fuck out, Stevie. We don't need people like you in this fucking industry. Get the fuck out. The fact that you're trying to call this a vocal minority really shows you just how out of touch you actually are. And to me, that's fucking hilarious. Because you're trying to make it seem like the gamers are the ones who are at fault for the gaming industry being in the shape that it's in, and not the people within the gaming industry. We don't make your choices. We don't sell your games. We don't have any creative decision. So, the fuck do you mean? These are all your choices. You've made these choices. And now you're paying for them. Rightfully so. You thought you could just screw over gamers constantly and then get away with it and have your fucking tail tucked between your legs and then you could go into fucking hiding? No, bitch! You are a public figure speaking for a public company, and now that your company is about to go fucking under because of people like you, this is all gamers want now. This is all we want. Because you guys have been given chance after chance after chance after chance to make something good, to give us something that we actually want. And at every single fucking turn, you need to find something to spit in our faces with. So, Stevie, I'm so sorry that the gaming community is fucking tired of the bullshit. What is even more revolting is coming on LinkedIn and seeing the same comments from people within the industry. Wow, I wonder why, when their passion is to make video games for a mass audience and not an imaginary one. On top of exposing yourself as clearly a non-decent human being, oh, because they want the gaming industry to go back to the way it was when it was about entertainment, taking risks, trying new things. Like what? Like what kind of fucking... Like, oh, you're a non-decent human being because you don't support the current agenda in video games. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. And people like you. Like, you motherfuckers are not the moral arbiters of what should be in or not in a fucking video game. These are forms of escapism. We do not want real world bullshit in our escapism. That's why it's called escapism. You are affecting thousands of employees that are already impacted by all the hate, despite doing their best to deliver incredible experiences. If that's what the fuck they were doing, then please explain Dustbin. Explain Concord. Redfall. Those are such great experiences, right? Everyone enjoyed those, right? No. No one did. Fucking hell. Like, if they were so concerned with delivering incredible experiences, then, you know, maybe you actually try to give us an experience that's worth fucking while and worth our goddamn time and money. Wow, what a concept. Making a game that's actually good, fun to play, has good characters, has good witty writing, you know, has good mechanics, a decent story. That's all we look for. Oh, but it's so hard to make these games now. How is it that hard when you are spending a fuck ton of money to make these fucking things? So how can you wish a company to fail simply because they do not cater to you or that the product does not please you is beyond me. Well, motherfucker, if we don't like the product and if the product does not cater to us, we will not fucking buy it. Do you not understand this, Stevie? How do you not get this? This is the easiest thing to get, you stupid motherfucker. It is the easiest thing to get. Why the hell would I want to buy a game or a piece of media that does not cater to me? Why am I buying something that's not catering to the gamer in me? Why am I not freaking going to see something that caters to the moviegoer in me? Why am I spending time watching a TV show or an anime if it doesn't cater to the person that I am? I want to play a fucking video game where I'm an assassin in ancient times, killing off people who actually existed in real life, learning about history. That's what the fucking Assassin's Creed games were mostly known for. Sure, you're an assassin in a very long, forgotten part of history. Cool. That's fun. We can do that. We can suspend our disbelief for that. We get to go around these ancient relics of history from back like freaking 600 to 700 years ago and learn about the history of different countries around the world. That was amazing. Okay? We enjoyed that. We loved that. And when they even got a little bit more complex and honestly a little bit more convoluted, even people still tried to stick around to see what they can extrapolate from that. If I am going to buy a fucking video game and it does not cater to me, you know, someone... Okay, you know what? Let me put it out there. Let me put it out there. I mostly like to play character action games. I like to play a few RPGs. I love fighting games. Hell, and when I'm in the mood, I'll play a real-time strategy game. Hell, I love ARPGs, JRPGs. If I am going to play a fucking JRPG and all they do is talk down to me as a fucking person, I'm not going to continue playing or even bother spending any more time with that game. I'm going to refund it, I'm going to get my fucking money back, and I'm going to be angry that I wasted my fucking time. Because that's all these gaming companies are doing these days, especially Ubisoft, is wasting people's fucking time. Just like you, Stevie, wasting people's time on this bullshit. But you know what's funny? You know what's even funnier? You know what's even funnier? Hang on. Hang on. You know what's even funnier? You know what's funnier? This is funny. This right here is funny. You decided to put out a dumbass post, got backlash for it, and went into protected mode like a fucking coward! Fucking follow Frit while I'm at it. Fuck out of here. What you thought this was? Anyway, last bit. We are all on the same boat. No, the fuck we're not. Like, no, the fuck we're not. We're on a cruise liner. Your asses are on the fucking Titanic. And y'all motherfuckers just hit the gamer iceberg. Please, please, please stop spreading hate. We should all uplift each other instead of bringing each other down. Well, asshole, maybe when your company stops trying to vilify people. Oh, and by the way, did you know that Ubisoft has very discriminatory hiring practices? Oh yeah. I had no clue about this until like about a week ago. You cannot be a man and try to apply for a job at Ubisoft. You have to be a woman, or, as the Alphabet Mafia likes to put it, non-binary. This is exactly why Ubisoft is going under. Because instead of hiring men, you know, the people who will get the fucking job done, you decided to hire women and weirdo folk. You decided to hire women, the people who complain the most about shit that goes on in their lives on a daily fucking basis, making it seem like they have the hardest lives out here because they're a woman. And then you have these weirdo folk who think a man can be a woman and a man can give birth to a child. You are hiring these activist types instead of people who actually give a fuck about video games and getting work done. You know what? As soon as Ubisoft either goes private or dies, I am going to make a video laughing about it all the way to the fucking bank. Because you dumb motherfuckers really thought that having such predatory monetization practices, and go figure, Monetization Director at Ubisoft, and you thought that with the predatory monetization practices, the abundance of bullshit rhetoric, and the casting of female characters over male characters, whoops, there goes my controller. You thought that any of this was gonna fly continuously. Like, it was never gonna stop. There was no end to it, and you could keep on doing it. So no, Stevie, I'm actually glad you and your ilk and the company you work for are getting what they deserve. Thank you for watching. This has been the Brooklyn Roundtable. My knights, my generals, my commanders, please have a good day.